Did you know that 95% of Atlassian's new customers choose the Atlassian Cloud? Now the question that you need to ask yourself is, why aren't you one of these Atlassian Cloud customers? I am Sam, and together with my colleague Alex, we'll be here to speak about how Server's #1 fan, that is us, Venature, have become a cloud champion. Welcome to the Atlassian Team 2021. With over 400 customers and over 120 employees in 11 offices across 5 countries, Venature is one of the leading Atlassian Solution Partners in the EMEA region. Being awarded the Marketing Innovator Award for 2020 Atlassian Partner of the Year, we're very proud to call ourselves an Atlassian Solution Partner named Venature. This is our global family with offices across these 5 countries, and we use the Atlassian Cloud across the globe. That is in our offices in Germany, Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, the United Arab Emirates, or Turkey. Now, the question that you need to ask yourself is, how do you use Atlassian products? Do you use them focused on your software development department in your company? Or focused on project management? Or is it maybe focused on the IT department in general? Well, we'll show you how we think Atlassian products. They're the fundamentals of every business solution that we implement. We think of a 80% Pareto efficiency when implementing an Atlassian solution. That is, without a lot of configuration, customization, the Atlassian tools help you to have an 80% solution for your problem. The Atlassian tool stacks enables your teams across various departments to work collaboratively and efficiently. Now, what does this do? This creates transparency and efficiency at the same time, where you see your employees and customers starting to engage. Now, why did we start with an on-premise instance back in 2016, that is? Well, there were several things that we were thinking about back then, saying, okay, we need to go onto an on-premise solution rather than on a cloud solution. In 2016, we had advanced customization possibilities that we thought were only available on the on-premise instances. Then we wanted to have high availability. And we were thinking about having more features on the server/data center instance that we were running. And then we had more apps available on the Atlassian marketplace that we wanted to use to extend our features and provide our employees, but also our customers, more solutions while using our Atlassian products. And of course, an important point, data residency, where we want to have our data locality chosen by us to be in the countries we operate. So, why are we moving to the cloud? We want our teams to stay competitive. That means we want to allow them to have access to the latest features that the Atlassian products have to offer. At the same time, we want to optimize the customer experience by providing the lessons learned from our way to the Atlassian Cloud. And the Enterprise Cloud offering from Atlassian provides us the ability to have n times the amount of instances. That means we can have various Jira instances for different teams across our company group. And at the same time, we have Atlassian Access integrated for free. Now, the provided value chain by Atlassian reduces the total costs and resources used for the Atlassian products. That means that the maintenance is taken care of by Atlassian. Our teams now have the ability to scale our business. And last but not least, the Atlassian Trust Center plays a very, very important role. We're in the middle of being certified ISO 27001, and we know how much work there is behind it. The Atlassian products provide various compliance certifications such as ISO 27001 or ISO 9001. And apart from that, Atlassian also provides various data security certifications that not many companies can say they have and provide. Now, this enables us to easier become an ISO 27001 certified company. Now, what were our quick wins of moving into the Atlassian cloud? Our software development department was able to improve their processes for the app development of our Atlassian Marketplace apps that we offer. At the same time, our internal IT support and customer support processes were improved by far. Now, an important point that we should not forget is, back in 2016, we were thinking about processes that we lived differently. Today, we need to adapt these to the technology that we have given. With the Atlassian Cloud, we were motivated to improve and rethink our processes. This brought agility and efficiency to our teams, but also to our customers. Now, in our way to cloud, we have documented our journey into the Atlassian Cloud. And now I would like to welcome Alex to speak to you about our way to cloud.
Thank you, Sam. Let's start with the highlights. First of all, you're not alone. Atlassian provides you with a lot of resources to support you with the migration to the cloud. This means also Atlassian provides you with tools. For example, the migration assistant. This migration assistant helps you to export single spaces or projects to the cloud. Additionally, in the cloud, it's very easy to have a sandbox system. Per single click, you can create a sandbox and copy the productive data to the sandbox system. That means you are able to try out stuff without affecting the productive system. Additionally, it's very easy to manage the users within the cloud. With Atlassian Access, you can see all your users and all the instances they are using. Last but not least, the migration of the core products is actually not complicated, and Atlassian provides a very easy functionality with the backup to migrate to the cloud. So let's talk about the challenges. The migration starts with the people, and people have a fear of change. The people are used to the server instance. They know how to handle everything, and they don't want to change. Migration in the cloud means they need to adapt. The design looks slightly different. There are new functionalities. We definitely need to think about that and find a solution. We find the solution by creating engagement. Additionally, back in 2016, the functionality of Atlassian, Jira and Confluence was not the same as right now. So we needed to have third-party apps which extended the functionality. With the migration to the cloud, we have to think, are these apps still necessary? Because maybe Atlassian implemented the functionality already. Or are they still in that way necessary? We used to use them on server. Because due to the change to migrate to the cloud, it allows us to do different stuff. That means we can also think about new apps. Also, our instance is business critical. All our processes are running on Jira and Confluence. So we can't migrate that easy into the cloud. We need to think about how we migrate to the cloud and have a business continue plan. We solved that by migrating projects and spaces per team. And each team could test everything onto the cloud in a new way. The good thing here is, with this method, we are able to rethink all our work, all our processes, and improve them. So this challenge is actually a pro of migration, because now we can rethink everything and improve it. How can we improve the efficiency of teams? We had a lot of automations for that on our server instance. These automations don't work in the cloud the same way. But Atlassian provides a tool called Automation for Jira. It allows every team to create his own automations and improve their workflows with automations in a very easy way. So each team can rethink all the automations and improve them. And the best thing here is no code is needed. That means before we had a few people who are specialized in writing these automations. Right now everybody can do them. We can divide this work and even create more creativity in our departments. Let's talk again about fear of change. How can we fight this? One way is to create engagement. So we create a lot of documentation for our customers. We have found one app called Cards and Panels, which allows us to create beautiful content in an easy way. And to be honest, you want to read beautiful content, and it should be easy to create, right? So Cards and Panels support us here in the cloud. Additionally, we rely on a lot of content from third-party websites. We don't want to copy it. We want to have it directly integrated. With MacroSuite, we are able to implement content from external websites into our documentation. Last but not least, the best way to create engagement is to use gamification. We have found trophies for Confluence and trophies for Jira to actually achieve that. So while using the new instance, the employees get rewards and achievements, and this creates new motivation to use the new products. So Sam, maybe you can support me here. How does the audience become a cloud champion?
Well, let's see. How do you really become a cloud champion? Looking at it, we would sum up and say, you need to use the resources provided by Atlassian and the solution partners. That is, the white papers that are documented, the resources in the communities, but also the Atlassian migration tools that are offered. These are very powerful tools in order to have a smooth and successful migration to the cloud. And what you really need to do is just give it a chance. Use the free cloud migration trial that Atlassian offers with your existing server or data center license with a free cloud migration trial of up to 1 year. Give it a chance, make use of it, and let yourself be convinced. Explore the new features and create engagement within your teams. Be open to it. And last but not least, evaluate the Atlassian Cloud roadmap, because Atlassian is heavily investing in the Atlassian Cloud. And if you look at the Atlassian Cloud roadmap, you'll see that there are many, many features coming up that you will be very happy and excited for. Those are features that are not existing on data center nor on server, but you will be able to have these features, leverage these, and empower your teams on the Atlassian Cloud. Get your business critical tools on a software as a service platform as the Atlassian Cloud. So, Alex, let's have a look at some of the questions that our audience will most likely have for us and questions that we've heard from our customers in the past year. So the first question we'd like to answer for you is, will all our Atlassian products move at the same time?
So there is no need to. So you can migrate Confluence and Jira separately from each other. Also, you can migrate each space or project by using the migration tool. So it can be done at the same time, but it's up to you if you want to do it or not.
And what would you prefer?
So it depends. For our perspective, it was very helpful to have the possibility to export each project and each space separately. But it might be different for other customers.
Let's move on to the next question. How long will the move take? Can it be done overnight?
Also a very good question. So it depends, as always. We have seen single instances with a few users. We could do it in a few hours. But if you think about a very business critical software like ours and a big instance too, then it gets complicated. So the preparation is very long, but the actual migration doesn't take that long. So that means you can do it, but as I said, maybe you want to split it project or team based.
Cool. And will there be a smooth cut, or will we work temporarily on server, data center, and cloud at the same time? I think you might have answered this question slightly before, but maybe you can get into it a bit more now.
Again, it depends, but we have seen a lot of customers who migrate everything at the same time. But for bigger customers, we have seen that they actually use it at the same time. That means we have teams still using server and still using or already using cloud. And this transition takes a while. So you can actually work in the cloud and on-premise at the same time. There is no need to have it done at the same.
So these type of customers are basically, or not basically, they are leveraging the dual licensing offering that Atlassian has for the cloud migration.
Yes.
So that is basically it.
Right.
Exactly. All right. Now let's move on to the next question, Alex. Another interesting one. Can we map everything in the cloud that we have built on-premise, or let's say server?
I would say yes, but it's not about copy everything from server to cloud. It's about rethinking stuff you have done on server. So you have to think about the business case and not about the implementation. And we have found for ourselves out that if you think about the business case, cloud has even more possibilities to implement it. So it's definitely possible.
All right, let's see what we have in store. This is our final question for today. So, do all our apps work in the cloud? Are all apps compatible? So that means we've had quite a few apps installed on our server instance. How did we proceed with that?
Yeah, as already mentioned, some of them are actually not necessary anymore, and some of them are not compatible, but the apps which are very important for us, they already are available in cloud and even provided more functionality or better functionality than they did on server. So it's complicated to answer, but for us, everything worked out.
So that means we had more features out of the box in the cloud, meaning that we could lose some apps that we didn't even need
Right.
anymore. Now, since there are no other questions, we would like to wrap up here. Thank you very much. Enjoy Atlassian Team 2021 and see you next time.